Hey guys, Landon here. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for God knows how long, but because I've always been short on time, and I I never really had the time, or I don't think even the confidence to do it until now. So, um, for anybody who listens to the LT Hour Live podcast, you know how I always love talking about movies and shows and stuff like that and music. Well, then I thought, wouldn't it be nice to show off my collection? Um, this is something I've thought about for a while, and I really wanted to do this because I think it not only I think it'd be really authentic, and not only that, but like would I think it would like really give you a sense of kind of just what honestly it might give you a tour, but yeah, basically it's a lot of stuff that it's one of my absolute favorite hobbies to collect physical media, and I really wanted to do this because I thought, just for the fun of it, I think it would be really neat. So, with that said, let's take a walk through the collection, and afterwards, I'll give you a quick roundup, and whatever you can just sound off in the comments. As you can see, my room is very small, and so when little history here. When I first moved in, what I wanted to do was I really wanted to put these into like different collections, but because of so little space and so a lot of constraint, I had to separate them out one at a time, and I ended up doing the best I could. So I'm gonna start with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the films uh, down there, and then move up to the box sets, which are all up on that shelf. Um, so basically, just to give a quick roundup of this, I'm gonna go down there and show you guys. All right, so I moved some of the shoes out of the way so you can see this better. Um, yeah, these are basically all the ones that I collected over time. And what's interesting is because of the lack of space that I had to separate them out in different ways. So I'm gonna start over here. So basically, these are like very small sections that I had to kind of play around with in order to figure out which genres I wanted and which ones I thought would make the most sense. So basically, okay, so since it's May 4th, I think it's fair enough to start out with Star Wars. Yeah, it's basically like you have the sci-fi genre right here. You have the uh uh like the Force Awakens. You have the all the prequels, and the original trilogy is up top. I'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, right here, these are sort of like a I don't really know how to describe it. It's sort of like a exercise and sport genre. So you have the Rocky collection right there, and you have this workout DVD that I used to use all the time when I was like legitimately into exercising, but I've really gone out of that, and thus I don't use this as much anymore, and I really want to, but the reason I don't is because for one thing, my room's too small, and second of all, it's hardwood floor, so I really don't have much of an option because I'm always afraid I might slip. And um, using this before, some of these workouts are really tough. Like there's like a leg one um on the back here. Like some of these can be really, oh, like yeah, hardcore abs, and yeah, it really bothers me just doing it on a hardwood floor. I think it would be easier on carpet. And um, I've also been trying to ask my parents for a yoga mat for a long time, but they've never gotten around to it's like whatever. But yeah, there's that, and um, then you have like your superheroes right here. So you have like Superman Returns. You have the entire Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy right here, plus the Pattinson film. Spider-Man, it's the interesting thing with Spider-Man is it was really hard to narrow down, and it was really hard to know which films to put into different sections so you can really draw the line. The Raimi films are up top. I do not have 3, and I do not have Into the Spider-Verse or either of the Spider-Verse movies, but some of these I ended up just getting over time. So you have like you have the Mark Webb films right here. You have the entire MCU trilogy right here. You got your Iron Man and Avengers and stuff. And over here you have like, you know, your you have the interesting thing. When I was, now this is really hard to narrow down as well because like Pirates of the Caribbean, if you can see, the kids' films were actually back there. So it was because Pirates of the Caribbean is Disney. I didn't really know whether to put it in the back section or not. I really wanted to because like so many people see it as like a very adult film, and what made it so hard for me was that I was really split because I didn't want to put it in the back of this section, but I didn't want to look like I was really mocking it, so I just thought like whatever, I just put it in the front. So yeah, you have some Spielberg stuff right here. You have Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, The Equalizer. There's two action film collections that right here. This one's a 3 collection, and then you have The Equalizer right here. Then over here you got Godzilla vs. Kong. What really when it came to action, I was a little slow because like, you know, over here you have your superheroes and stuff which are also action, but then that's really strange because then you have like you know, all this other stuff, so it was really hard to narrow it down. West Side Story, this one was like really tough. So what's really cool about these two is like these are 2 entirely different sets, like, and they both got these at different time. This is the first one they got. This is like the 50th anniversary edition from 2011. This is the one I got for Christmas of 21. And the cool thing about this is that like this came out right at the I got this right at the time the remake also came out. So I was a little, I don't, to this day I still don't know if I was a little late or not, but this is still a really good one. And this is also when Fox got the rights to it. So I'm really not sure on that, but yeah, that's still a really good one, and it's in very, very good shape. This one right here, this is the special edition that I got actually in Daytona Beach at a flea market. And what's really cool about this one is that there's so much more to it. Like this is a very like high art collection. Like, let me just open it up here. You know what? If it falls, it falls. But yeah, let me just open this up. So basically what this is like, it's very big. Like you got the discs right there, and not only that, but like you also have the script. And let me bring that up. What you see here, you have the script for this one as well. And like, what's cool is that like not only does it have like a lot of information. I mean, yeah, it's like the whole entire thing, but it's also signed. Like, let me bring it up as well. Like, yeah, you have the history of the musical right there, and then yeah, like a photo gallery. And so, yeah, that's a really cool thing. It's one of my absolute favorite ones that I own. What I just realized is that okay, so I have some other films right here. Here, Goodfellas, The War of the Roses, Jurassic Park. This one should go over here with sci-fi, but that's my personal opinion. Les Miserables. This is the one I just realized I just got really stuck on because like. Both of these are musicals, but like, I really didn't know whether to put that one in its own collection or not. I don't know. With that one, I just really didn't care. You know, The Help and the National Lampoon's Vacation. Then you have fantasy right over here, and then yeah, you got Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, and yeah, that's about it for the front section. Let's move on to the back now. There's like so much. Hold on, let me get this. Okay, so this is the back section. It's mostly just a bunch of kids' films, and yeah. So basically, there's a lot of like sectioning behind these. So what you do is you have like you have the DVDs themselves, and you have the Blu-rays, which are over there. And it was really tough for me because well, so many of these are in their own like set, so it was really hard to find out where to draw the line. So you have like you have like Pixar right here. You have Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Wall-E. You have the collections of shorts that were released. I have the first two. I don't have three. Nightmare Before Christmas. You can see that. The Lego movies. Now this one, Ice Age. The thing about this is that it was really hard for me to when I was first moving in, I really wanted to separate the Blu-rays from the DVDs, and I really didn't know how to do that because I wanted to keep everything in just one section. So it was really, really hard, and especially with like the separate franchises, it was really, really tough to figure out where to draw the line. So yeah, there's a collection of Disney and DreamWorks stuff. There's not really that much to go off. Moving on to VHSs. So this one was a little, I'll get to those later. So this was a little, this was actually like, this was the hardest for me because, well, what I do is that whenever I feel like I'm running out of room, I usually like rearrange these, in different ways. And what I usually do is like I'm very keen on, usually I'm like very keen on which ones are in like different sections and stuff like that. I really don't care about that stuff as much for the tapes as I do for these. But what I do is I try to make as much room as possible for ones that I could find that I really want, but I just, whether I can't get them or whatever, like something like that. So yeah, again, you have Star Wars, the original trilogy, and something that I was going to mention at the beginning of the video is sorry if I'm talking too fast at the beginning of the video, I'm still looking, and keep in mind this is just a very crude collection, so like I don't necessarily have everything, which is not really that big a problem to me, but just saying. So yeah, I only have the A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. I do not have Return of the Jedi, but that's one that I'm still looking for, and that's still on my list. Titanic. I had a lot of trouble placing Titanic and trying to figure out where I wanted it because well, the problem is that and I actually got that for Christmas, and I think it was I don't know, like 2019. But yeah, what I had to do is I had with movies that were long enough to be in like 2 tapes. What I try to do is I try to try and sort them out the best that I can. But honestly, there I think it really works. So yeah, again, you have your superhero movies right here. You have all 4 of the original Batmans. You have the first 2 Spider-Mans. You have X-Men, and then I'll move those out of the way later to show you what's in the back. You have Breakfast at Tiffany's, Top Gun, Forrest Gump. Here you have a little action section. Some of the greatest action movies of all time: Gladiator, Terminator 2. Up there you have Judge Dredd, Black Hawk Down. Then you have horror. Now what I love what I did was I did something that was really creative. So what I did was so you have your own section of horror right here, and then what I did was I put up that one when it's right there. But yeah, what I did was I tried to include both legitimate horror and horror comedy, and so yeah, you got your Nightmare on Elm Street, you got your Blair Witch Project, Silence of the Lambs, and you have like, like stuff like Young Frankenstein and whatever. So yeah, and then Poltergeist, King Kong. Then you go over here. So you've got the first Home Alone 1 and 3. I don't have 2, but I'm still working on that. Then you've got like your religious stuff. Right here, there's a Jesus documentary that my great grandma got me a long time ago. Indiana Jones, E.T., Jaws, and then after that you have a whole bunch of them that are there's more religious ones right there, but yeah, a whole bunch that I have no idea what to do with. And what's this one? This one Popeye. Yeah. So basically what it is you have like a whole bunch of cartoons, and that one's actually the orange one was Blue's Clues, and that's probably one of the what's cool about that one is that's probably one of the very first, if not the very first, VHS tape I ever had. And what I've never been able to find the case for it anywhere, but I'm still looking for it. That one, that's actually Jurassic Park, and what interesting, that's sort of the same in the same boat. Like I've been trying to look for the original case for that for a long time, but I've never gone anywhere, and I've never been able to find one in the price range that I'm currently at least online, which is like not very little. So, that's really something that I really don't care about though. So let's just keep going along. Over here you have all the kids stuff, and I'm gonna start with Disney, especially because this was like especially with the Disney ones, like this was really hard to make room for. And what I tried to do was I tried splitting them out in the best possible way. So then you've got stuff like the Toy Story films, you have Hunchback, and let me get this out of the way here. Yep, you have Fantasia, Aladdin, a whole bunch of others that I honestly am very. It's this one down here. Yeah, there's a lot of those. Then right here in this corner you have DreamWorks, which is in its own little section. There's Shake and Run. Shrek is really actually very. This one is actually one of my favorite ones that I own, because like this is the collector's edition from 2001, and I got this at a garage sale a while back when we first moved into this house, and it was very I didn't exactly know what it was. All I knew is that it also had like not only was the case massive, but it also had like this Baskin Robbins, I think it was like a whatever free pass inside or something like that. But I didn't realize how significant it was, and I took it off. But then years later I found out, and I was like, oh crap. Alright, so now we got the films out of the way. I might as well move on to the box sets. And because there are so many of these, and I think I'm on so little time here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a quick roundup of the box sets, and I'll start with the ones that I have down there, and then I'll just go down the line. All right, so these are like all the collector's editions that I have, and what's interesting about all of these is that they come in like like the box, the size of the boxes are one thing, which is really hard to make room for, but they're also like in these square cabinets, something like that. That one actually is a super glue back on because it came in not really broke, but you get the idea. Here you have Cheers, and yeah, this one comes in like 3, and yeah, I really never understood why, but like it's because each one's like about 25 minutes. I'm thinking usual sitcom runtime. And now we're getting on to Star Trek, which is very. These are a lot larger because there are so many more of these, and these are probably going to be in flashing colors. But yeah, these are all of these I got online, and this is like the majority. All of these together costed like around $38, which is like a lot. And I got these for well, sorry, let me start over. I got these for my birthday, and because my parents had gotten me this $50 eBay gift card, and I just used it on these. And what I think is really cool about these is that like so basically with Star Trek, you have when it comes to physical media, you have two in VHS, you have two types. You have the standard versions, which have like these purple and whatever, I think it's like pink and spacey looking banners that only have one episode on them, and then like a photo of the episode on the front cover. Then you have the collector's editions, which is what these are here, and which come in like this amazing artwork. And not only that, but it's like they're like two on these. They usually come in two. And what makes these two also different is that this one and also the Cheers one, these are Columbia House ones. So that means they're like in these the difference is that they're like in these cabinet like covers with like the latches that don't usually don't work. I mean they stay in, but usually they don't work. And then you have these, which are like from the CBS video library, and what's cool is that they come in like these are a bit more authentic. And so let me open this up for you. Yeah, so these are a bit more authentic, and what's cool is that they have like these gridded covers with like this absolutely amazing artwork. I mean, I really love this artwork. This is probably the biggest reason why I wanted to get these in particular, is because this artwork is amazing. Like I even have it as I love it so much, I even have it as like my lock screen. It's just, to me, it's just that good. Then you have your CD collection right here, which, yeah, as you can see, it's not very big, but I'm still working my way up. So you have your American Idiot, Journey, Elton John, and over here you have the other box sets on the top shelf. Now, because I'm so short on time, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give a quick rundown on each of these for about like where there's MASH. Right there, you see MASH. Friends. The Friends ones are actually, those are some of my favorites that I own. I got those a long time ago at a thrift store, at one of my local thrift stores. And what's cool is that they're all like their own giant. As you can see, these are massive. So what they have is like their giant own sets of seasons 1 to 3. The Big Bang Theory. You have House, The X-Files, all your anime right there. And here you have the ones on VHS. You have like The Simpsons, you know, SpongeBob, and here's some of the older ones. So you have like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, and you have like this whole collection of a whole bunch of Looney Tunes shorts. This and a whole bunch of these, and have like a whole history behind them. The Golden Collection I got at Walmart. That one I got for my birthday. These two I ended up getting for my birthday. The Platinum Collection I bought off eBay. You have Peanuts Collection right here. Let me get this out. So, yeah, you have that right there. You have the Alfred Hitchcock Collection. That's your anime. You have Seinfeld right here. And I got this collection when I was at a Goodwill and I found this. Now it's from like seasons 1 to 3, which I think is really cool. And it also comes with like this collection of property marks, and then I have like a little napkin holder right here. So this is really cool. And then also, not just that, but you have like a script for the episode, the salad. This is really neat. But yeah, so that's about it for that.